Have you ever desired to show off something you created, like we'll say in racing, or in this case even sim racing? While on the track, simulator, hauling close to the ground in a cart, Abruzzi Raceware has you covered. If you've ever needed to promote your team logo, name, colors, or just feeling a bit more confident in your sim rig, Abruzzi Raceware is your answer. Team shirts, jackets, and even hats, they go the extra mile. Custom race shoes to gloves and even kart suits, Abruzzi has the supplies to fit your needs. Customizable from team names to colors, and yes, you can even have your own name embroidered just the way you want it. In sim racing, they give you the comfort and feel of being strapped into a cockpit to bring the experience closer to the way you desire it. Their range of sim apparel has been created to not only meet and exceed the highest levels of comfort and quality, but also to enable you to make it yours. To add your personality, take a look today at AbruzziUSA.com to see the lineup and what they have to offer. AbruzziUSA.com, with customization at heart, your wear, your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Gulf Coast IndyCar Series as we are race number 3 tonight at the ISM Raceway. We gonna call it Phoenix. Set for 120 laps here. Joining me, myself, I'm Lee Tidwell. Zach Hall in the booth with us. Robert A. Moya Jr. behind the scenes, push the buttons, going to join us to talk about some food later on and offer his insight as well. But Zach, big night here at Phoenix, 65 degrees. 0% humidity. You got to love that desert weather. Partly cloudy sky, only a 2-mile-an-hour wind. This track right at 1 mile. And with these Indy cars on it, it's going to be awful fast tonight.
That's for sure, Lee, for sure. This Phoenix racetrack, you know, it's known, I guess you say, as a shorter racetrack. Tend to be a short track for the stock car guys. But in these Indy cars, it's a very high-speed track still. Even though these really flat corners, these guys are going to carry a lot of speed with these high downforce cars. And the racing should be pretty interesting. I think really the premium is going to come on clean air and track position. Tonight, these guys running a lot of the high downforce setups that you're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what track you're on with these cars, especially just you pick an oval that's got some banking and they're scary to drive. I can't imagine what it'd be with trips or oh goodness, VR, one of these things. But I decided to jump in the Indy race with these cars this week. I forgot what series, won the rookie series, because everybody knows I'm a bottom splitter. And even going around Indy, it is just so fast in those cars. You see these corners come up, and with that blink of an eye, if you don't hit your marks exactly, you're in the wall.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, this, especially at how flat it is, there's really nothing to slow you down, either if you have a mistake. So if you drive off in there too deep, and you're pretty much just gonna go straight. So these guys are gonna have a tough time tonight. Really, the big thing I think is, like I said, is gonna be following another car. It's just gonna be super, super tough to be able to make a pass. Even I think you're gonna have to be at least a tenth faster on average than a person ahead of you to be able to really make that pass, because I don't think the draft is going to be able to make up that difference on these short straightaways. And also, we got to look at the dog leg in the back. With the Indy cars, you're not allowed to go onto the apron there, so you have to stay up onto that banking. Only 2 tires can go below that yellow line here at Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, and these guys are going to have a tough time passing. But I think we're still going to see passing, of course. But it's going to take a lot of skill from these drivers to get that done.
It really is. And last week's winner sitting on the pole at the moment, Cody McCauley. I said that right. Yeah. McCauley at 20.283. Oh, man, you're going to have to say it for me. In ninth position at the moment.
Oh, Brandon Pasalacqua.
Pasalacqua. We were listening to the pronunciation. We want to make sure we got it right. But Brandon Pasalacqua in 23rd position. Rafael Santiago in 8th at the moment. Sean Garrett is sitting in 2nd. Nicholas Winuk in 3rd. Charles Teed in 4th. And Todd Schneider at the moment in 5th position. Simon Keene, Josh Apollos, and Lanty Mills have not run a lap yet, and they might be admitting tonight's race. So we could possibly be done with qualifying. We will know in about 1 minute and 10 seconds, sir.
Yes, we will. 1 minute and 10 seconds. It only takes 20 seconds to get around here, so these guys could still be out there, which I don't see them on track. So doesn't look like these guys are going to put in a time here. So most likely, it seems at the moment, Cody McCauley will be your pole setter here for the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. And that's going to be, like I said, very key tonight, track position to stay up front and see if Cody can go back-to-back. That's a tough feat to do, but I'm sure we could expect nothing less from a driver of his caliber.
Yeah, and looking at the standings posted after Homestead, McCauley's in 4th position with 50 points in 3rd. Joe Hutchings with 54. Charles Teed in 2nd at 55. And Simon Grills at 80 points. Now, this is unofficial from a Discord channel, but that's the point standings that we have after Homestead. So tonight's going to be a very interesting race to see these guys zoom around ISM Raceway. See, that's why I call it Phoenix, because I can't say ISM Raceway correctly.
Yeah, it is a bit of a tongue twister there, but yeah, looking at the standings, Cody McCauley, who's on the pole right now, he actually has the average start of first and the average finish of first, so it looks like it's the only race he's competed in this series this year so far. So his first race in last week, started on pole and won the race. Let's see if he can start on pole and go back to back here. That would be quite a feat to keep that average there as a 1-1.
Now, I talked about this on, it might have been World Series of Sim Racing, it might have been Sim Racing Unleashed. I don't know who it could have been with. We've done this racetrack a lot. The way the pits are situated, the beginning of the pit stalls are literally right in the middle of 1 and 2. We actually saw, I believe it was Michael Yarrow, if I'm remembering correctly, missed his pit stall that was in the front of that was at the number 1 pit stall. Actually missed it. It put him 20 places back. So let's get our starting grid. Sorry about that little tangent there. On the pole with a 20.283, the number 62 of Cody McCauley. In 2nd position, number 17 of Sean Garrett. 3rd will be Nicholas Winuk in the number 33. The number 27 of Charles Teed will be in 4th. Todd Schneider will be in 5th in a number 86 machine. The number 7 of Gary Corley in the 6th position. That was a tongue twister. In 7th position will be Joe Hutchings in the number 9. The number 14 of Rafael Santiago will be in 8th position. Brandon
Pasalacqua.
There we go. Brandon Pasalacqua in the number 23 will start 9th. In 10th, Simon Grills in the number 16. Francis Farino in the number 25 begin 11th. In 12th position to be Cody Bullocks in the number 11. Number 51 of Max Davies in 13th. Number 58 of Bill Schwabauer in 14th and 15th. Josh Gardner, the number 12. Number 32 of Jeffrey Duncan in 16th. The 4 of Joe McAdory in 17th. In 18th, Simon Keene in the double O. These are all no times, the triple O, actually. Josh Apollo in the 42, representing the 42. There you go, sir. In 19th and in 20, Lanty Mills in the 53. Again, if they were at admin, thank you for having us here tonight with you guys at Gulf Coast IndyCar Racing Series, being brought to you every single Thursday night here on Freaky Fast Broadcast.
Heck yeah, Lee, I'm ready to get this thing kicked off. And like you said about those pit stalls there, to go back to that, yeah, it's tough to have your pit stall there in the corner. It's very easy to lose line of sight of where your box is at and make a mistake, so we'll have to watch out for that.
Yep, and you really do. The first 5 pit stalls, if you had a great qualifying in the front, kind of advantage disadvantage here. You're going to be in the front of the field, but that pit stall's around that corner, and it is hard to see. The pace car is off. Macaulay will bring them down, and here we go. Engines rev, 120 laps here at Phoenix Raceway. Macaulay will take him into one. Garrett, Winook, Teed, and Corley will fall in the 5th position. He is racing with Schneider right now.
Yeah, they're Todd Schneider and Corley, but Corley was able to get around Schneider there to put himself up in the 5th. It's like single file so far. The front 4 kind of breaking away, but look at this. Sean Garrett going to look to the outside in 1-2. Nicholas Winook there to the inside for a second.
Yeah, Winook to the inside. Can he make it stick? Garrett on the outside. Looks like he might have Teed looking for 3rd position as well as they come out of 4. Teed looking to take over that 3rd position, lap 3 of 120, and they're going to race into 1 and 2. Side by side, tire to tire. Charles Teed and Sean Garrett coming through the dog leg. Now we come into 3. Garrett will remain on that low line. No, Teed, excuse me, remain on the low line and will overtake Garrett for 3rd position. And now we look back through the field. We got some racing going on for about 7th, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Gary
Todd
Corley?
Schneider. Yeah, Gary Corley's still up here. Yeah, he's battling Joe Hutchins right there for that 5th position. Todd Schneider dropping back there going really back to about 9th there in this line. But, yeah, Corley and Hutchins going at it, but that's letting this front 4 kind of break away.
They really have. They've pulled out, let's see here. We got Teed in the 27. They've pulled out a 0.6 of a second lead now from the 5th place machine, or 5th place machine, excuse me, of Gary Corley in the 07. Yes, so the front 4 utilizing this time as the back continues to race from Corley, Hutchins, Santiago,
Yellow.
and there's a caution.
That would be
Pasaquela?
the Simon Grills, yeah, in the 16 car.
Simon Grills, last week's winner. No,
Week 1.
week 1
And points
winner.
leader.
And as Robert says, I do not know if they have a fast repair.
They have 1.
1. Let's see
So
what
that
happened
will be
here.
a fast repair.
Yeah, it does. The car, I don't know if it unsettled on the track and just kind of popped up there. If we had a little bit of the net code going on, but yeah, that car really shouldn't have behaved that way. But the front end, the nose is gone on Simon Grill's machine. So we will be under caution lap 70 of 120.
Yeah, that was a light hit that turned into some netcode karate chop kick into the wall.
Everybody was netcode fighting.
That's good one. That's a good remix, because I can tell you what, I've got karate kicked into the wall many times by netcode.
Yeah, somebody yelled, why are you door dinging me, man? I didn't touch you, man.
They should just add the sound effect for netcode. Hiya! That'd be perfect.
Don't do that while I'm drinking a Mountain Dew, man.
I about made him spit all over his NASA equipment. Here, guys. Launch control was almost destroyed. Sorry.
Oh no. I mean, it takes a lot to try to keep up with all of this, and I think I've got a good setup.
Yeah.
I think you guys think it's excessive, but it works.
Hey,
it works for me.
You can. What I say is, you can never have enough information. So
I mean, and I got 5 tabs open on my tablet in front of me. The laptop really is just to have the live stream going in the chat, which not many people active in the chat tonight.
Say hello.
Say hello to us. Let us know that you're out there. Give us some one of those reacts. Like it. Like the broadcast. Like the Gulf Coast IndyCar series. And here at Phoenix, lap 9 of 120. It's going to be McCrawley, Winook, Garrett, Teed, and Corley. Your top 5 on the outside of row 3 will be Rafael Santiago.
Also
He's
got
up 2
Brandon
positions.
Pasalacqua up there, moving up 2 positions there. So we got a few guys moving up. Todd Schneider there dropped back 3. So, trying to. It's early in this race too. You got 120 laps. Like I said, it's track position, but also survival. I mean, you got 1 fast repair. one big wreck here with how pack racing is, it can take out a few people. Ooh, sorry about that.
Yeah, Josh Apollos is up to 13th position, up 6 spots. Unless he needs to drop on back, which looks like that might have been the case. So let's rewind the last 20 seconds. Little flashy thing from Men in Black. We're just pretending like it doesn't happen as we come across the start finish line under caution. Lap 10 of 120. Zach, how long can these guys go on a tank of fuel or a set of tires? I would think, even especially with the low downforce, you know, the almost tri-oval type turn with the dog leg, you're still putting some side wear on those tires that they're not going to last. They're not going to last, 40 laps.
That's a good question. It's 50% fuel load here. These guys got an unlimited set of tires here tonight for Phoenix. So the fuel, that's something I'm learning. These Indy cars burn fuel a lot differently than I guess you could say a stock car. So definitely interested to see how far they'll go on fuel. I don't think tires are going to be a huge issue, even though this track, it's a shorter track, so you actually tend to burn the tires up a little more here because it's so flat, and you're kind of really sliding the tires here. And I don't think tires will be too much of an issue though. These Indy cars, man, as the fuel load starts to burn off, you almost go quicker and quicker. So yeah, you would want a new set of tires on that empty fuel load, but you also want to run it far enough to where you're also on that low fuel where you can really get them good times late into the run. So I just know from we've done some IndyCar leagues, and a lot of guys said they really tried to get to that point in the run where the car was low fuel and they could just push those final 10 laps and then pit in, and then that would give them the gap when they came back out, and then they'd have the fresher tires and be able to take less fuel because they stopped later. So it's a lot of strategy here.
So during all of this, Joe Hutchings, the car just stopped. It wouldn't.
I
it wouldn't start. It wouldn't run. He had to jump out and jump back in to get the car to basically reset. So they delayed the caution. They were going to run another pace lap or so. And yeah, Hutchings it just kind of sputtered, and that was it.
Yeah, he may have hit the ignition there. He might have an ignition, button set up there.
Yeah, he was saying that
these cars
he was
don't have a starter. Well, I mean, if he turns off the ignition, that's not the starter, because it's completely different. That's just turning the power onto the car.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so if you don't have a starter button, you ain't restarting it. So he might not have the starter button, programmed, or maybe it just wasn't working. I mean, these Indy cars, could be completely different how they start, because I don't believe they even have a starter on these cars. I think you have to start them for pit road. So if you cut it off, you might be in trouble.
Could be true. Interesting if true. Mr. John Mullins in the house on Facebook. What's going on, sir? Nothing about this desert air to clear someone's sinuses.
Yeah, that was one thing you brought up earlier, the 0% humidity. I wish I could get some of that here in North Carolina, but pace car looks like it's going to pull off here.
Pace car pulls off. We're going to do a single file restart. McCauley, Winnook, Garrett, Teed, Corley will be your top 5, and here we go. Down into 1 and 2. We're going to stay single file pretty much all the way back through the pack. But the race now going to be looking for second. Winnook and Garrett. Garrett right up to the backside of Winnook. Going into 3 and 4. He is making it stick, but going to just stay behind him. And I think these guys are starting to be a little more cautious on this restart than it was at the beginning.
Definitely, and then
as I said that.
Yeah, they started battling.
Garrett says, here you go. Hey, I'm here. Remember me? Flying Charles up to the top spot is Charles Teed.
He's trying around the outside, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, at this track, no matter what you're driving, that outside groove is very tough. And when it comes in, it's only in for a few laps. But Winnook, is that Winnook going to the top side?
That is, I believe. Actually, that's Garrett. Garrett has gone to the top of Winnook there. Yeah, but you see that top side there in 3-4 is just not a lot of banking. 3-4 is a flatter corner than 1 and 2, and also a long one. So little bit harder to make that outside line work up there in that flat.
Yeah, now they're just shaking up positions back here from second on. Winook in second, Corley in third. Here comes Garrett on the inside of Corley. Got to take that third position. Corley falls back to fourth. Teed's going to look up underneath him into 1 and 2. Oh, that touch! Corley to the wall.
Oh man, a lot of damage for him. He's going to pull it down below. I think he's going to actually tow it. Yeah, that's a hurt car. Unless he can get it back to the pits there and get his faster better. So yeah, that's good job on him getting it down low. But while that battle was going on, our leader Cody McCauley says, "Later, guys. You guys deal with dirty air and draft, and I'm gonna go out here and put some fast lap times down."
Yeah, running some low 20s and got a almost 1 second lead over the second place McCauley. The second place Manook. As Garrett's giving him all he could want from third. Teed's right there in fourth. And then in fifth is Santiago. These 4 cars all nose to tail. Drop it down to the inside. It's going to be Winook. Oh, take it back, Garrett. Am I keeping those 2 cars confused?
Yeah, Garrett's the red one there, for at least for me, and the white and blue there is Winook.
Yeah, Winook looks like he's driving Ricky Bobby's paint scheme. Gotcha.
Yeah, and while they
I got my
battle,
press views. I mean, that's all I can see.
Right. While they battle their lead, they're only losing time. When they run single file, they actually gain a little bit, Cody. So every time these guys start racing side by side, they're just losing time to the leader. So all this moving back and forth, maybe if they just rode in line. I understand they're trying to get positions, but can't let Cody McCauley get too far away here as these tires start to burn off and be tougher and tougher to pass.
But then, look at Winook in the third position, just dipping and diving. Oh, blinker.
Yeah, Sean Garrett. Yeah. That made Nicholas check up there. That's going to let T there. Maybe going to look here in the 3.
I think Teed's going to just allow that to happen since he saw what occurred. It's just like I'm gonna let off and let's reset, fellas. So the Garrett, Winook, Teed.
Santiago's got up to 5th too.
Yeah,
he's got past Todd Schneider there. So got the battle there with Todd Schneider, Brandon Pasalacqua, and Rafael Santiago there for 5th, 6th, and 7th.
0.7 of a second for lead for our leader at the moment. We got the race for second. Garrett and Winook. Winook to the inside. Garrett will be high on that dog leg. Teed is going to be sniffing behind to see which one might benefit him the most. Going to hug the bottom line. Follow Winook. Garrett will stay to the outside. Second place has changed hands again. And now here's Teed sniffing to the inside, but slamming the door was Garrett.
Garrett's going to look there. He's going to get to the inside this time. These guys just keep changing back and forth. Garrett to the bottom, Nicholas to the bottom. So they did start to gain though on Cody McCauley and start to get that gap back in. But every time they go side by side again, they lose about a 10th lap.
Oh, right to the backside. Winook came right up on Garrett. He had to check up. But they have now cut the lead down to 0.2 of a second.
Yes, they haven't seen every lap that that their second place car can run without being side by side. The second place car is so quick because he's getting that draft and he's not getting as bad as dirty air. As the closer he gets, the worse your front end's going to get. So right now, as he gets into that under that half-second range, it's going to get very, very, very tight. But also, I mean, the setup has a big factor in that too. If the car's turning well, dirty air doesn't play too big a factor.
We come through the dog leg. Garrett will remain in second position. Winook and Teed, third and fourth. McCauley will lead, but now we have caught him on lap 29 of 120.
That it is. The battle's on now, and there goes Nicholas Winook again. There to the inside. He's going to look under Sean, and Sean's going to cover it off. Good job on him.
As they come around 3 and 4, the 4 line up in a row. And let's see which line they're going to take as they go into 1 and 2. It's going to be Teed who goes high. Garrett tries to throw the block. Teed tries to pull it down underneath. Cannot accomplish that. We'll go through the dog leg. Lined up in right. Whoa, did he get loose? I think Garrett a little loose maybe coming out of that dog leg. I could totally be mistaken though. It has been known to happen.
It's possible there. Also, we had some pit stop guys. There was a Francis Farino. We also had Todd Schneider, Jeffrey Duncan. Got Rafael Santiago, Josh Apollo. So right around the lap 30 is like these guys is where their window is opening for pit stops. And it looks like Cody McCauley's come down with Charles Teed. So yeah, pit stops are popping off here at lap 30, guys.
Yeah, they are popping them off, as you said, and our leader comes in the pit, leaves Sean Garrett out in the lead. So Garrett Nook stayed out. Now they're coming in. So we got a modified pit party here at Gulf Coast IndyCar Series at Phoenix.
Well, from that, Lee, I can kind of tell that these guys couldn't go 40 laps on fuel, because that would make it a 2-stop race for them. They're stopping at 40 and 80. So what they're looking here is a 3-stop race with them stopping at 30, 60, 90. So those are going to be the numbers we're looking at. It looks like the next pit stop will be around 60, so right around that 60 range. We'll have to see what these guys do, and it may even be closer on fuel just due to the fact that they have that caution, or they may have been a few laps short of making it. So very
Cody,
close on fuel.
Yeah, they really are. Cody Bullock stays out. Lanty Mills did stay out, but now coming in.
Yep, and there comes Cody Bullock down pit road.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, caution.
Caution.
This changes everything.
It really does. Where is the caution at?
Josh Apollos, I think.
Josh Apollos is number 42. No, not 42.
Josh Gardner, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, and he's on pit road.
You're watching him come out. I'm not.
Oh yeah, he spun the car exiting pit road there, Lee. Went on pit stop.
That's one of the things that will happen to you when you don't give those new tires time to warm up, and you try to go as hard as you did the last lap before you came in, and it's just not ready.
Yeah, and down there on the exit pit road, there's real slick and dusty down there from really all the dirt and stuff getting down to the track down there, pushed by the guys running the line. So, yeah, really tough area, and also these cars have so much power. He might have been on a little bit of a too low of a gear, jumped on that throttle, thinking them Firestone tires would stick, and Firestone tires turned to fire.
Absolutely. Lanty Mills will now come down. It's going to leave now McAdory in the lead after that round of pit stops and then the caution. So big jumper McAdory up 15 positions. That's a good little first quarter of a race.
Yeah, so Cody McCauley's gonna get the lucky dog there. So our leader through the transition. We'll get back on the lead lap. I believe these other guys are gonna have to take. I don't even think they'll be able to take the wave, possibly, unless Cody, when he comes back around, he will be our leader. I don't know. This will be interesting. Lee, see how this all plays out right here.
Yeah, because now my telemetry is showing McCauley and Lanty Mills as 1-2. So
yeah, it's gonna. There's right now. There's for sure 4 cars on the lead lap with McCauley, Bullock, McAdory, and Mills. These other guys. They're gonna maybe have some wave rounds here, or really have to hope for caution. Maybe we'll see how it plays out though.
Yeah, I mean, it really jacked people up to be hitting those green flag pit stops and then the caution fly out, and it threw a monkey wrench in a lot of plans.
Yeah, it's your biggest worry as a driver. You want to come in early to get that track position and get out ahead, because the undercuts are so powerful in iRacing, with those first few laps on tires. But at the same time, you risk exactly what these other guys had. So yeah, it's a catch-21, I guess you could say.
Lanty Mills was able to go in, pit, come back out, and be the leader.
Yeah, see, that worked out so well for him. That's going to catch at least Todd Schneider, Josh Gardner, Josh Apollo, Bill Schwabauer, Jeff Duncan, Joe Hutchins, and the rest of these guys lap or more down. So yeah, big issues for them guys, unfortunately. But Lanty Mills, he played the masterclass strategy right there.
I mean, ultra instinct when you think about it, coming from 20th to first, or 20th to first, man. And then Joe McAdory up 15 spots to second. It's almost hard to call Macaulay the big loser when he'd only dropped 2 positions, but that's from the lead, and that entire hodgepodge of pit stops and caution flags. That could be a country song. Pit stops and caution flags.
You know, the interesting thing also is going to play out here, Lee. So really from 4th on to 10th, these guys are going to take the wave. So these guys are all going to be on the lead lap, but they're not going to be able to pit. So you have Macaulay, McAdory, and Mills and Bullock, all of them brand new fresh tires here at lap 37, while all the rest of the guys had took green flag stops, and they're going to have to take the wave here.
So yeah, it's one of those things where a racing incident really does change everything. And I think being on lap 39 of 120 right now, they have enough time to be able to devise where do I go from here. You know, every race is a choose your own adventure from the drop of the first green flag to the wave of the checkered flag. I mean, every decision is going to change your path in that race. So now a lot of their paths just they wandered into the woods, didn't know it, and now where do they go from here?
Yeah, this is where it makes it tough for them. You know, they're going to want really a caution to kind of recycle all this back, you know, back together where it can be even tires and all that. But you know, sometimes in racing you don't get what you want. So that's the thing about racing. You never know what can happen. One racing incident, one little thing can change the whole race upside down, and you could be sitting in Lanty Mills' position.
So as we get ready to go 1 to green, the field starts pulling off and accepting that wave around, and it'll bring Lanty Mills and the number 53 bright neon and pink car. Neon green and pink will be in first position.
Ooh.
Joe McAdory, the number 4, will be in second. Cody McCrawley back to third. Oh, that's a green flag. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were late on the wave. Well, they were late on the wave round too. A lot of guys didn't get around fast enough, but it kind of caught us off guard. But Lanty Mills back to green.
Yeah,
Joe McAdory.
And McAdory will be in second. McCrawley in third. They tend to have pulled away from Garrett Winook and Teed. So we're going to have a little bit of pack racing here. Looking to the top side is McAdory. Mills on the inside, McAdory on the top side. McCrawley will come underneath. McAdory thought about slamming the door shut on McCrawley, but stayed up high. Oh, they're almost touching there. Coming into 3 and 4. McAdory will stay in second position and keep working that high line. He's not letting up on Lanty Mills.
And here comes Cody McCauley on the bottom. Oh, no. Man, in that black car. He flew into there. Here's our
I
pole
didn't even
center.
see him coming.
Yeah, I think Gary said, "Ooh, I'm glad I went middle," because he came in there really fast.
Yeah, Sean Garrett up here with this lead pack, and now we're bringing Winook and Teed up. We're starting to bunch them all up here in the front. This is when things start getting interesting. These little airplanes on wheels.
Well, we got 3 cars lap down here, Lee. So we got Gary Corley there in the blue and white car, the first car of the 3. We got Todd Schneider and Josh Carter. So back to Sean Garrett, Nicholas Winook. You got about 2.5 seconds, but with all this racing right here with Lanty Mills and stuff, I think these guys are they're cutting into it.
Yeah, agreed. I was totally oblivious. I gotta learn these cars better.
Hey, it's all good. Comes with experience, man. Back up front, though, McAdory's got McCauley all over him. While Lanty Mills is starting to drop back here with these lap cars.
Yeah. As we go through the dog leg, McCrawley will be in first, McAdory second, Mills third.
Really, this played out, I think, the way McCauley wanted it. You know, all the guys he was racing now, 2.5 seconds to really 4.6 seconds back to Charles Teed. There, another car he was racing. So the guys that he was up front running with, they are all kind of mired back right now. And Cody McCauley looking at trying to go back to back here at Gulf Coast IndyCar Racing Series.
Yep, lap 48 of 120. And our front 3, they continue to just kind of jockey for position as they go around. Never mind, that's not the front 3. It's the front 2 and a lap guy, right? Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's Gary Corley who threw me off. It's just the front 2 is kind of pulled away from everyone else. A
Sean Garrett.
1.8-second difference.
Yeah, and Sean Garrett's actually caught up to Lancey Mills here. So you got Sean Garrett and Nicholas Winook now caught up to third place of Lancey Mills. They're going to try to get back into this top 4 here.
Yeah, Garrett in 4th position, Lancey Mills in 5th. Garrett cuts down to the inside across the start-finish line. We go into 1 and 2. Garrett will take 3rd position. Winook will be in 4th. Lancey Mills moves back to 5th. Teed in 6th. It's just a mess of cars and like one of these things is not like the other.
Exactly. And Sean Garrett's going to try to, Nicholas Winook are going to try to get past these lap cars of Todd Schneider next and Joe Hutchins. Trying to march their way up to this front 3 because right now they've been 2.5 seconds back pretty much the whole time. So the gap stayed the same, unfortunately, for them. And it's going to be a tough battle back up to that front pack.
It really is. I mean, right now, 3, 4, 5 are right behind each other. But then you've got Gary Corley, Joe Hutchins, as you said, Todd Schneider up in front of them. And it hasn't caused a logjam yet, but it's starting to bring even more of the pack towards them. Oh.
Yeah, Todd Schneider there. Yeah, with Nicholas Winook. Very, very close in 1 and 2.
Into 3 and 4, Garrett will stay in 3rd position. Winook and the number 33 will be in 4th. Lancey Mills has fallen back to 5th from leading at the restart. And Winook and Schneider side by side.
Yeah, while Garrett tries to get around Hutchins. It's going to be tough. Joe's got some decent pace, so getting around Joe's going to be tough here. But maybe they could use Joe also to catch up to his front pack.
He's staying pretty high for him.
Yeah, there you go. He let him go. I think he's just going to try to ride in line with these guys mostly. You know, there's no reason for him to battle and maybe just stick with them.
Mm-hmm. It's the 33 of Winook, right up to the back side of him. It's sniffing all over Hutchins. And in front of him, Sean Garrett. But they are starting to catch up with at least Gary Corley.
Yeah, they are. And they also made up about 4 tenths on Cody McCauley. So as the more cars they get in the line here and the more cars they can build up the speed with, they should be able to gain a little bit of time. But still, McCauley looking really strong out front with McIntyre there. So. It looks like Nicholas Winook's going to get by Joe and put himself still in that 4th position, but give him a little bit better track position here behind Sean Garrett and see if these guys can track down the race leaders.
Yeah, McCauley and McAdory still way out in front. And I haven't seen them even battling. I think they're content on just riding right now. And as I say that, McAdory goes to the high side. Maybe he's just getting out of that dirty air. But yeah, they're just cruising right now.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to battle really up there. They're in a really good position. So I think right now their goal is just put together the best lap times possible and make sure not to slow each other down.
And then we go back to the 17 of Sean Garrett, and we got a Hornet's Nest back there. Nicholas Winook right behind him. Then you got Joe Hutchins and Todd Schneider, some lap down vehicles.
Lancey Mills has dropped back to 5th, but he's been able to keep up with this with these guys here on the back of this pack.
Yeah, I mean his tires are a few laps newer, so not too much of a difference there. Yeah, Lancey Mills is smart because I can pick his car out of anybody.
Yeah, very very easy to see that bright green car.
Yeah, and it's hard to customize one of these cars. I mean, you can kind of do some shading and coloring, but for like a broadcaster like me, I'm looking at a way far away view and I'm just seeing colors and blobs.
Yeah, it is very tough sometimes to decipher which car is which, but yeah, they're small little cars, and it looks like the time between 3rd and 2nd and 1st there is just kind of evened out. And where's Nicholas Winook going? Oh, he's on pit road. Yeah, remember lap 60. Lap 62, these guys here hitting pit road with Todd Schneider, Charles T, Max Davies, Brandon Passalacqua, and and Nicholas Winook. So going ahead and getting these early stops in. I hope.
The Sean Garrett bumped the barrels there at the end of pit road as he came in.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
That could be a costly mistake, especially if he's used his fast repair. So McCauley will be our race leader.
Yes, and it doesn't look like he suffered any damage from it. So very close. We got a caution through pit sequences. Joe Hutchins, maybe?
Looked like Charles Teed might have been involved as well. Charles Teed came off of pit road, so let's see.
Oh wow, he got onto Joe Hutchins. Just looking back at that, he got on the apron and de-wedged that car in 1 and 2. Just lost it.
And then we had Charles Teed bumped in the back end underneath. Yeah. So there was
multiple instances.
His nose is gone. So yeah, there was some crazy stuff going on during that little event here on lap 66 of 120. I would like to remind you that Freaky Fast Broadcasting is brought to you multiple times a week, except for Fridays. You know why? Because Fridays our better halves say no, that's our night. So Fridays we make sure we take care of family time. But every other night we're with you, and we're brought to you by the ButtKicker Gamer2. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience, and the ButtKicker Gamer2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving to physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20. That's FreakyFast with 2 E's. FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order of the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Freaky Fast Broadcasting also brought to you by Abruzzi USA. That's ABRUZZI USA.com. Your wear, your way. Zach, we haven't got to discuss my Abruzzi gloves. I know you saw the picture of them. These are the best feeling gloves, best driving gloves, the best built gloves I have ever had in my entire life. My story did go as, I didn't need gloves. I think maybe you did hear this story. And then I bought some mechanics gloves at AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whoever's sponsoring us at the moment. Those didn't work very well. They were real stiff. Then I was like, I got some golf gloves. So I pulled some golf gloves out, and within a week, it just tore those apart. And then my Abruzzi gloves finally arrived. And these things they're solid gloves, man. And those are the low end ones. And then you look at the personalization. I know Robert's looking at a Freaky Fast pair that's got the Freaky Fast logo on the top of the hand and stuff. But check out Abruzzi USA. That's ABRUZZI USA.com. Use promo code FreakyFast for 20% off any order over the $30 limit. If you're going to try those starter gloves, as I would probably call them, just the basic gloves, no customization whatsoever. Those are under $30. Use code BROADBENT, BROADBENT, for 10% off of your order there. That's all at AbruzziUSA.com. We're also brought to you by iPitting and the iPitting board. Check them out at iPitting.com. Zach, lap 69 of 120 here at Phoenix. It's not ISM, it's Phoenix.
Yeah, and this cautionary lead really shook this race up. As you can see now, we have 4 cars on the lead lap, with Joe McAdoy leading, Lanty Mills second, Cody McCauley third, and Sean Garrett fourth. It's going to catch that early pit stop. Is going to catch Nicholas Winook a lap down, who was running in that top 4 there. So yeah, a lot of guys. Charles Teed ran past Laxqua, Max Davies, Josh Gardner, Bill Schwabauer, all these guys getting caught under that caution there. And that shows you, as a driver, every time mentally coming down, you're praying for no caution, but racing's racing, man. The racing gods have different plans sometimes.
They sure do. And it looks like we're going to have a few that might return to the lead lap with the wave around, or one to go to green. So the wave around should be happening. There they go. Just look at the hole. Yeah, I think they're going to throw another delay here because of getting caught back up.
Yeah. So many cars taking the wave like that, it's tough to get caught back up.
It really is. And when you're on a 1 mile oval, that you're doing 20-second laps, well, under race speed, under caution, you're turning 33-second laps.
We're not going green.
You don't have a lot of time to get on it and get back through there. So yeah, I mean, honestly, even with half of what we had as a wave around, you would need an extra lap to get set.
Yeah, definitely. And you don't want to push people too hard on the wave around either. You don't want them racing back around and causing an incident when they get back, having to check up. So definitely, you want to go there quick, but you want to do it at a decent pace. So it's tough sometimes, but we will, like you said, extend the Shella, and we should be going green this next time by with Joe McAdory sitting in the lead again here with Lance Mills. These two have pulled off, I'd say, the race of the year so far, with starting 17th and 20th, really the tail end of the grid, and they're leading 1-2 on both these restarts.
And I mean, it could go anything from that they truly have mastered ultra instinct to the take me to Vegas kind of luck you wish you had. There's so many factors that have amounted into McAdory and Mills being 1-2 going into lap 71 of 120. So yeah, they this has been, like you said, race of the year for these two so far, as we bring it to the line. The little pace car will take that long pit road. We got a green flag. Party the flag guy, wave that little arm. Here we go. McAdory, Mills, Garrett, McCauley, and we got a caution. Nicholas.
Oh no!
Nook.
Oh, they're still wrecking.
Oh no!
That was Lancey Mills involved with that with Gary Corley. Oh whoa! I was after the yellow.
So when Nook had the car in front of him check up.
Yeah, that was Joe Hutchings. There was a wreck in front of him. Oh yeah, there was a wreck right in front of him on that restart with Rafael.
Man.
Yeah, Santiago.
Rafael Santiago. Man. So we had multiple incidents here on lap 71. So now we are going to go back to yellow. Back to yellow we go. And man, there's very few people watching us out there, and if they turn it on right now, why not let them just think that we're weird? So I'll just we're gonna
Please go sing us some songs.
No, we're gonna do the rest of the broadcast like a musical.
Okay.
Just spontaneously, we instead of saying what we want to say, we've got to sing it.
Well, it looks
Because
like.
why not?
Did Sean Garrett get? Somehow did. Oh, he stayed. Hold on. Max Davies, I believe, will get the lucky dog, I believe, and get back on the lead lap.
Nancy Mills comes down pit road. Man, this is like trying to keep up with an ant farm.
It's ever changing.
Puts 4 on the lead lap. Lanty Mills in the pits as of now. Max Davies. There we go. That's much better. Showing him now on the lead lap. So 5 cars on the lead lap with say it.
Pasalacqua.
Pasalacqua. Brandon Pasalacqua. I've got to say it like that dadgum pronunciation programmer. I can't say it the first time, but once I go Pasalacqua,
You should
then I
just
can
get
say
that,
Brandon
that
Pasalacqua.
button. You should get that button programmed on a soundboard, and then you can say Brandon Pasalacqua.
In that dude's voice too.
Yeah, exactly.
Just clip it.
Yeah,
oh no!
Brandon.
And coming down the front stretch, Pasalacqua.
Well, Pasalacqua is going to have to do it the old way and pass the field here to get his lucky get back on the lead lap. Maybe well, he could get the lucky dog out in the caution. So
yeah. So McCauley will be the last one on the lead lap. In fourth position, Max Davies in third. Sean Garrett second. Joe McAdory in first. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That is the story.
So Macaulay hit it on 74. McAdory on 66. Garrett on 63. Davies on 62. Robert was giving us some information, and I completely missed it. There are 4 cars on the lead lap, and then the 4th car in that pack has the freshest tires. So this could be interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and Lance Mills is one lap down too. I think from that damage there, so he put himself down. He's back in the 6th, a lap down. So yeah, 4 cars on the lead lap: Joe McAdory, Sean Garrett, Max Davies, and Cody McCauley.
Looks like we're going to do a double foul restart on
Yeah,
this one.
I think it's pushing the lap guys behind him. I think maybe, yeah. Something's going on here. We are missing though. But Max Davies has actually got to start at the rear of the field because he's the lucky dog. So he starts at tail along this line. And
So if Davies is going to drop all the way back, yeah, he was even on the radio going, "It showed me in third." I don't know.
Yeah, it should switch here now to McCauley in third. Yeah, there it goes. So.
And then that puts 4 cars on the lead lap.
And then we got about 4 to 5 more on the on 1 lap down. Then 3 2 laps down. 4 3 laps down. So a lot of guys right there on the edge of getting their laps back, but these cautions just come out the wrong times for them, really. And we only got 1 pit stop left in this race, so
Yeah,
not
Cody
much time
Bullock.
to make that up.
Cody Bullock in the pit's not moving, so he's down 37 laps. 32 lap differential between him and the next person. But yeah, so his night is done. The pace car will come off. McAdory, single file, will bring them to the line. Green flag waves, and here we go. McAdory, Garrett, McCauley, Davies. Pass the clear. Dang, I thought I could try. Which one? What is it? Say it.
Pasalacqua.
Pasalacqua. There we go. The race is going to be 1, 2, and 3 at the moment as the field really spread out after that restart. So McAdory, Garrett, and McCauley. McCauley goes up to the high side. Oh! Gets into Garrett. Garrett drops way down. Takes out the blue cone.
Yeah, and that blue cone stuck to his wing. That is not good. That that blue cone right there, actually, it's gonna come down the road, I think, here. So yeah, that blue cone right there on that nose will slow that car down dramatically, surprisingly.
McCauley to the hard to the inside. McAdory.
Caution.
Oh man, caution comes out, and it was after McCauley made the pass too.
That Charles Teed, too. And that 27.
Charles Teed in the 27. Let's see what happened there. Looks like he got it planted. Oh yeah. So yeah, loose going into 1.
Yeah, it's
And
interesting. It looked
got
like
loose.
he has that rear end plate damage to his rear wing. I think that had a factor with how loose he is right there. So that rear downforce in that car was definitely not being made, and then backed it into the wall and went ahead and took that old broken wing off.
McCauley will pit. McAdory will stay out.
So with enough cautions, it's possible for McCauley maybe to make it to the end from here. With it being under 40 to go.
Yeah, so that That's actually kind of wise with the way that things have kind of been going. Don't miss your pit. There we go. The way things have been going, you think there's going to be at least one more before we finish. So get tires and fuel now. You could possibly make it to the end.
Yeah, especially
So,
if he saves a lot. So he can
yeah,
ride
doing it
here.
under caution. He's not really even going all the way. He's not even going to be a lap down.
Well, looks like Santiago is going to be out of this race here. 7 laps down.
Oh no, Rafael Santiago.
I think his night's over with the fast pairs. Yeah, but with Joe McIntyre staying out.
He spun in 3.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, but also with Joe McIntyre staying out, that's going to make all these guys that are lap down not be able to get the wave round. So he's scrapped everybody a lap down. That lets Josh Garner get the lucky dog. So now we got 4 cars on the lead lap once again. So yeah, so Cody McCauley there sitting pretty though. I think he's going to start 3rd after he stopped and got fuel and tires. So very, very smart move I think from McCauley there with the limited amount of drivers on the lead lap.
Yeah, and we have a lot of others that came down for a pit. McAdory stays out, will be 1. McCauley will remain 2. Max Davies 3. Garner 4th. And as we look at my frozen screen, it tells me that there are 5 cars technically on the lead lap as of this moment, with Sean Garrett joining that, but he is a minute 1 down, so there's no way he's on the lead lap. It just hadn't counted it yet because they ain't went back across. That might be what it is.
Yeah, he's going to be 1 lap down there in that 17 machine, running 7th.
So we're going to be at lap 84 of 120. Caution number 5 here at Phoenix. It's not ISM. No, sirree, Bob. It is Phoenix. Brandon Colley joining us on Facebook. What is going on, kind sir? We didn't talk about food yet. All right, so my dinner is actually already, my family's already eaten. Mine is sitting in the microwave waiting on me. My daughter cooked steaks tonight, so I'm very excited about the end of this race. No offense to this race. That sounded terrible. But
food's good though.
Yeah, but it's some steak and potatoes and my Mountain Dew, and I'm excited. McAdory up 16 spots. So what was your dinner, Robert?
We had
Amish food?
pork chops.
Amish pork
And
Amish pork
broccoli.
chops.
Amish pork chops. Okay, if you want to call them that. Had pork chops with cauliflower and noodles.
Whew, I wouldn't want to be around you later tonight.
That's very true.
Poor Mrs. Robert. Mrs. Moya. Mrs. Moya, I'm so sorry. You cooked it, though.
I don't think she needs a mask. She needs some nose plugs. At least for me, that would be, I can't eat that. I would be very messed up.
So what was your dinner plan, sir?
Oh, me actually ate McDonald's tonight, so very bad.
That was my lunch today.
Had some chicken nuggets.
See, I don't. Your chicken nuggets scare me because I don't know if they're really.
You like
chicken.
the Pete Goo?
That's funky, man.
Hey, yeah.
You get that random dark meat one. You're like, where'd you come from, random nugget?
It's very true. Sometimes you do. It's just like a mystery surprise. You know?
No, it's funky. I don't like dark meat.
Green.
As we go green, lap 85 of 120. McAdory lead it to the line. McCauley second, Davies third, Garner fourth, and Garrett in fifth. Into 1 and 2. The top 8 cars will stay in line. Oh, right to the backside was McCauley. McCauley sniffing all over McAdory through the dogleg. Looks to the high side going into 3 as we've got a power to the line. Coming out of 4 for the Dip-a-Doo, down to the inside. McCauley looking for the pass into 1 and 2. McAdory goes high. McCauley will take the lead. McAdory back in second. Davies will remain third. McAdory now looking to the inside in the dogleg. We come down the backstretch. Going into 3. McAdory on the inside has the lead. 3 passes McCauley as we once again dip and dive back down to the inside. And I think they're going to continue to do this until Davies makes him stop.
Yeah, Davies is trying to put his nose in there, but man, what a battle so far.
Davies now down to the inside of McAdory. Through 3 and 4, Davies will overtake second position. McAdory let him have that relatively easily. There was really no fight there, and it looks like he's working the run from the front stretch.
Look at Davies.
Davies looking to maybe sniff that lead. Goes high side on McCauley. Now we'll drag it down to the line, looking to do the crossover on McCauley. McCauley hugs the yellow line, says, "No, sir, this is my line. You go high." Davies says, "Okay." He goes to the high side, and we get a caution. Whoa, was that right in front of him?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, Charles Teed. Looks like he lost it the same way, I think.
Teed is in the 27.
Oh, whoa! It's like his wheel broke. Like what in the world?
Yeah, he is driving through 1 and 2.
His left rear locked up.
Did it lock up, or did we see our first ever?
The left rear did not spin. It was not spinning through 1 and 2.
That's crazy.
That
is such a series of unfortunate events tonight for these guys. My goodness.
Yeah. That right there was that's got to be something. That was the left rear tires. Just said he was actually dragging that thing around the whole track. Yeah, he was dragging the left rear all the way around, guys.
That's insane.
For some reason his left rear tire is locked up. But you see something new.
Yeah. I mean, and when you broadcast as many races as we've been doing lately, that
I bet that tire blew out.
That's what I think is our first blowout.
I think he dragged it so long that it finally just let go. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You can actually see the other tire lift up on the front right. There, the front right is off the ground. So yeah, a tire failure there for Charles Teed as he was dragging that left rear all around the racetrack.
So McAdory
stays out again.
Yeah.
I don't think he can make it. That was the pit stop right there. Cody McCauley, Max Davies, Josh Garrett all can make it in here. Now Sean Garrett's actually going to get the lucky dog. He's going to be able to pit, but he'll have to start to tail in along his line. But all those guys will be able to make it, while McAdory, unless he's got an extra tank in there hidden. This is an interesting call. I mean, I understand his strategy. He wants to keep all these guys a lap down. All these other guys, they could take the wave at that point and then hope for another caution to get some fuel. But I think McAdory's like, man, I see so many people behind me a lap down that he doesn't want to let, 5-6 guys get on the lead lap, or more than 5 or 6 guys get on the lead lap, because that decreases your chances at a win.
He's got one of those 5-gallon fuel lines running through that car.
Yeah, he's got a Smokey Nook. They didn't say how big the gas. They said how big the gas tank could be. They didn't say how big the fuel line could be. So he's got everything rolled up there under the seat. Couple water hoses full.
Having to push it down every once in a while when it pokes out. Lap 93 of 120. McAdory will lead. McCauley in second. Davies third. Garner fourth. Garrett fifth. Winook sixth. Pasaquela. No.
There you go.
Was that right? Pasaquela?
Pasaquela.
He took Pasaquela. In seventh position, Lanty Mills in eighth. Francis Farino in ninth. I'm sorry.
It might be wrong. I might have said it wrong too.
Oh, hang on. I've got it bookmarked.
Yeah, we got it bookmarked, ladies and gentlemen. We can.
Hang on, let me listen.
Pasalacqua.
Yeah.
So we were saying it wrong. We were putting a qua on it. Pasalacqua. We're gonna get it right, Brandon. We promise you. One day.
One way or another.
Ooh, McCauley pits that time.
The McCauley cut.
Yeah. Okay, so pace car here. So now this is interesting. That's gonna let Nicholas Winook, Brandon Pasalacqua get on the lead lap. That's gonna let Francis Farino get the 1 lap down. We got a few other guys here too around the back. Yeah, I don't know why he waited there to pit. Maybe, I guess maybe he thought maybe it wouldn't let the wave around cars come lead around if he waited another lap. But with the other guys pitting, they're behind him now. Pace car will let them guys go ahead. So looks like we're gonna have Brandon Pasalacqua, Josh Apollos, Francis Farino. Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Yeah,
The only
Pasalacqua
cars.
registered down. Now he's registering back. So.
Oh no, there he goes. He can go around the pace car. There he goes. Yeah, I was about to say these guys weren't supposed to. Yeah, they were going to be able to go around. So I think they got confused too and were like, oh, we could go around.
Pasalacqua actually with the fastest lap of the race, a 19.861. That's hauling it around this track.
Yeah, that's faster than anything we see in practice, qualifying, anything like that. So he was sending the mail there. That was a one-day shipping mail right there.
Yeah, so we're saying 1 to green. Are the pace lights off?
Yes,
they are.
we
So here
should be
we
good to
go.
go.
McCauley will bring them down. Davies in second. Garner third. McAdory fourth. Garrett fifth. Winook, Pasalacqua will all be on the lead lap. The top 7. Here we go. Lap 96 of 120. When we cross the line, McCauley will bring them into 1. Davies and Garner going to race for second into 1. Garner right behind Davies. Looking to the inside, Davies throws the block. They go through the dog leg. Now a ride to the high side, going into 3, making up some room on first place, McCauley. They hug the yellow line. 2 tires can go over. No penalty across the line. 1, 2, and 3 will stack up. 4 and 5 will be racing. That's McAdory and Garrett. Sorry.
That is
That's not, is it?
No, I'm sorry.
That's Hutchins, ain't it?
That is Hutchins and Simon Grills. They're both 3 laps down.
They were so exciting that I was going to call them. I'm like, all right, let's work with it, boys. Gardner will take over second position from Davies. McCauley will continue to lead, lap 98 of 120.
And no pit stops to the end here. The rest of these guys can make it on fuel. So it's go time. Last run of the race. It's in the hands now of these top 3 as Joe McAdory, Sean Garrett, Nicholas Winook, and Brandon Pasalacqua. They all had to start near the tail of the field due to them getting either their lap back from a wave around or pitting later.
Go back to 6th place, number 33, Winook. This is where all the stuff's going on.
Oh, yeah.
You got Winook, Snyder, Garrett, Farino, Pasalacqua. It's just a...
Oh, Garrett!
Oh, there's the spin. Garrett goes.
Well, Ultra Instinct kicked in.
Yeah, it did.
Lee seen that one coming. Felt it. Francis Farino, I think, is going to be the happiest one out of all that because he's going to get the lucky dog. Yes, he didn't get an incident, so yeah, he will get the lucky dog.
And the plot thickens. Lap 101 of 120. Garrett gets spun. Yeah, just right in the backside.
Yeah, that was tough racing between all them guys. It's just, when you're, like I said, the dirty air, you get tight. Looks like Garrett might got a little tight, washed up, and then behind him, it's hard to check up in these things. Things happen so quick. I mean, you run a 20-second lap around this mile. Just think about how fast things happen then. And,
even if you completely lift, you're just not gaining speed anymore. You're still going 178 miles an hour.
Right. Yep. It is pretty crazy. I mean, they say lifting in these cars is like applying a brake in another car, but still, like I said, things just happen so quick. It's in a blink of an eye, and that's why you get instances like that.
McAdory will be in the lead. Correct?
Yes.
Correct.
No,
McAdory.
No, McCauley pitted. Whoa, yeah. So McAdory, yeah. Whoa. McCauley, Gardner. Oh, Gardner lost off pit road.
What in the world?
Oh, and he almost hit Nicholas. Or Brandon there. I mean, actually, they got similar looking cars, I think.
So
there's some Ricky Bobbies out here tonight.
Yeah, track temperature is 66 degrees. So, yeah, it's slick out there.
Yeah, that's team shake and bake. So
Team shake and bake. So Macaulay, Garner, Davies, Winook, Hasalakwa.
Yep. every time he says it, he sounds like the guy, the dude on the
Gotta listen
pronunciation.
to it. Pasalacqua. Okay, yeah. So if I say it like that, I can get it right. Pasalacqua. Pitted on lap 101. Garrett pitted on 100. Macadori pitted on 93. We're on 103 of 120 with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. We're race number 3 here of the season at Phoenix. Simon Grills, the series leader at the moment, sitting in 13th position. Let's see here. Simon Grills, 13th position, 2 laps down.
It's going to be interesting now that McAdory back into the lead.
Winook put down the fastest lap now with a 19.834. Did that under that last green flag because Pasalacqua did have the fastest lap at 19.861.
I believe Joe Hutchings, Simon Grills, and Jeffrey Duncan will get back to 2 and 1 laps down. So 2 for Joe and Simon Grills, and then 1 lap down for Jeffrey Duncan. With this wave around here, I believe they'll get.
So we got, let me see, what is that? 15, 16, 17. 17 laps to go here at Phoenix. There's a, what y'all call that? Rattlesnake Hill back there, the little free tent area. Yeah, that's where I go to watch a race, man.
I think it would be an awesome vantage point. I've always thought that. So there's also some other hills off of the back straightaway that look pretty cool, but I think the one off of 4 there it's legendary.
Nothing beats the softball field at Lernerville.
That's true. The softball field at Lernerville is just good memories. Good memories.
Macadori will lead. Let me see here. Collie says that need a heck of a fuel pump to keep the pressure up in a 20-foot garden hose.
Yeah, right.
See, y'all can talk shop. I'm not that guy. I'm not a shop guy.
I'm not much either. I know a little bit here and there. I leave that to the other guys.
Yeah, Brian Johnson putting in dirt engines and stuff.
Yeah, we let them guys get dirty with the grease and stuff, and I'll do the number crunching and stuff.
Yeah, and I talk.
Exactly.
If anybody wants me to talk for any reason whatsoever, my TED Talks are available as the pace car comes off. Pace car comes off. Macadori will lead him to the line. Going to be 106 of 120 when we get started. Look at the restart there by Macaulay.
He had that thing timed.
Yes, he did. It had to let off, so that actually probably helped out Macadori, but Macaulay's just not even going to the heights.
Awesome.
Man.
Oh, and Josh Apollos and Jeffrey Duncan. Oh man, they're still a flipping.
See what happened there. Duncan is who I'm focusing on as they came in.
Oh, Josh Apollos just lost it in 1 too.
Yeah, got loose. Hit the apron, came up, and then Jeffrey Duncan just got unintentionally entangled in a conspiracy that is lap 106.
Yeah, he got an a really slow flip there after the end of that, about 30 mile an hour too. So yeah, unfortunate for Jeffrey because he actually just got back to 1 lap down. So now he's on pit road sitting there with a destroyed car.
Yeah, there's nothing that will crush your soul worse than sitting on pit road with a destroyed car.
Yeah,
and just
watch everybody else
go
by. Yep, that's the one thing that hurts, Lee. It definitely does. But right now, Joe McAdory's sitting there saying, "I'm not listening 10 to go. Ooh, take a deep breath and just make it in." Yeah, hopefully he's got this. He's got the mental fortitude that I didn't have at WSSR to hold these guys up, because it takes a lot. Trust me. It's nerve wracking when you're out there in that lead with these final 10.
McAdory, and what's crazy though, you look at McAdory's fastest time, he hasn't broke 20 seconds this entire race. And then you've got 19s behind him in McCauley, Gardner Davies, Winook, Pasalakwa, Farino didn't. Mills did though. Garrett did. So he has been able to lead a lot of laps tonight and not have to be the fastest guy out there.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's just come off really his really good strategy. He's pushed the fuel window every time. It's kept him on the lead lap, and really he hadn't had to push too hard to get there. But now that he's up in the lead, he has the ability to push the car to as hard as it'll go, and he's definitely doing a great job starting from that 17th position. I mean, we got guys moving up from everywhere, really. I mean, look at Josh Gardner, he's up to 3rd. Max Davies, he's from 13th up to 4th. So it's really,
even
really good stuff from these guys.
Lanny Mills in 8th position, up 12 spot. 3rd and 20th. Ran as high as leading this race. So, I mean, excellent race so far for Lanty Mills.
Yeah, I mean, half of this top 5 here, or half of this top 10 has started outside the top 10. So some big movers, some big losers too.
Whole lot of moving and shaking going on with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. Race number 3 of this season here at Phoenix. We have been at Homestead, Miami, and we have been... Where was the
Auto Club was the first one. Auto Club and then Homestead. Yep.
Right. So remind me again, what's Auto Club?
California.
California. But
big old 2-mile racetrack.
is that relatively new? I mean, honestly, I didn't keep up with stuff except for like back in up until like the early 2000s, and I was like, man, I'm good.
California came onto the scene in the Cup Series, I know, in the late 90s. In the IndyCar Series, I'd say in the 90s too, and to the 2000s. It's actually got the oldest surface in NASCAR, I know that. So it's definitely got an old surface, but it's actually a newer racetrack. It hadn't been there, I believe, since more than the 90s. I may be completely wrong, and hopefully not though.
So we're gonna have, I think, 8 on the lead lap.
I think we'll have 9. We'll probably be going back to green with 9 to go. Pace car lights are off. It'll be 9 to go with 8 cars on the lead lap here going for the win.
Yep, it's going to be a shootout. It'll be lap 112 of 120. So it'll be 9 to go when we hit green. And we keep this caution free. It could be a shootout with these top 8 guys. I mean, all the way back, even to 8th. Mills drove outstanding today. Farino, we have a guy we haven't talked about a lot today, but he has put himself in 7th position, up 4 spots from the start. He's sitting where he needs to be. Pasalakwa, sitting in 6 positions, up 3 spots. Stop it, man. Winook down 2, sitting in 5th. Max Davies in 4th. He's up 9. Up 12 is Josh Gardner in 3rd. McCauley down 1 from his pole position and up 16 spots, and leading us to the line. The number 4 of Joe McAdory.
Oh,
Another
McCauley.
great start. Oh, man. He dove down to the inside with McAdory. Will take that lead. Gardner trying to follow along with him. McCauley with the lead. Gardner 2nd. McAdory will fall back to 3rd. Davies and Winook pulling up to the backside of him. Behind Winook is Pasalakwa. And he's a part of that Shake and Bake team, ain't he?
Yeah, we have 3 Shake and Bake guys there with Gardner, Winook, and Pasalakwa. So these guys are all working way back up into it. And I can tell you what, Nicholas Winook, he's had a lot of pace tonight. He wants to try to get himself back up into a top 3 position possible here.
Around 3 and 4, it's going to be 7 to go when we come across the line. McCauley will continue to lead. Gardner sniffing that outside. McAdory is just following along at the moment. Right to the back end. Winook hit Davies, it looked like.
That it was. Hopefully didn't get no wing damage there. Wing damage will very much hurt you at this racetrack.
didn't. Passalacqua right behind him. So
Yeah, no,
we come through, 6 to go. The front two have kind of pulled out. A little bit of a lead here, almost a second. So we got some racing back here in the back for fourth position. It's Winook and Farino. Farino to the inside. And will overtake fourth. Winook will fall behind him. To the line now with 5 to go. Mr. Zach Hall.
Yeah, and I think Josh Garner actually, I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared.
He's falling back to
He's
ninth.
he's on pace. He's in the pit road, actually. He was running third.
The battle now for first as McAdory's starting to test those waters with 4 to go against McCauley. We come through the dog leg and into 3 and 4. He gains some speed here, pulling up to the backside, sniffing the inside. He spun him.
Oh no!
I'm not going to say Joe McAdory spun him, but I'm going to say that I'm going to look a little bit closer as we come off of 3 and 4. That fellas, I think that might have been a little bit of net code.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it did not appear that McAdory got into him at all. They come out from every angle that I can see. That was not McAdory's fault. Let me check.
It was slight contact. His front, it shouldn't have been that hard. Personally, if anything, it should just knock the front end plate or the rear tire pod off of McAdory, or off of McAdory's front wing, and then McCauley's, rear end pod. But it was net code mostly to how severe the contact was. But there was definitely a little touch on the pod with that front end plate. So
yeah, but I went to the chase cam. Yeah, I went to the chase cam, and with that wing just grazing the tire.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that extreme.
I think it'd rip the wing off before it would.
Exactly.
The car like
yeah. It would totally hurt that wing before it, spun that car around. So yeah, definitely some net code, as we like to call it here, involved. Unfortunately, man.
All right, so hopefully the guys watch the replay, because there's some discussion about what happened there. But I do not, I don't think that was unsafe racing. I think that it was a little more. If we'd be watching hockey, it'd be called embellishment.
Definitely.
So McAdory, Davies, Winook, Passalacqua, and Mills will be your top 5.
I'm gonna our one and only green white checker here. So yeah, I think McCauley also I'm pretty sure he's got a fast fix. I don't think he hit anything. Also maybe. So
yeah, it's showing him in 6th position. So getting back here after the caution, still got plenty of time. Not plenty of time. It's green white checkered, but he's in the mix.
Yeah, definitely in the mix here. Tell you what, though, Joe McAdory, he's pulled off one here tonight, man. He's definitely been very, very strong.
Yeah, McAdory discussing coffees on the radio. I mean, not McAdory. Davies, Max Davies, and Joe McAdory. Are they going to come in and pit? Or are they just waiting on the pace car and everybody to get here? Because everything is so spread out. I'm not sure.
Pace cars in 1 and 2 here, so
yeah. Yeah, there's
some confusion going on the racetrack right now.
Some definite confusion, and there's possible black flags being thrown because the pace car is now into 3 and 4 with the entire field. And then you have McAdory, Davies, and Winook creeping along at 15 miles an hour into turn 1. Yeah, we are attempting the slowest lap in history here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Look at the draft going on. McAdory, Davies, and Winook. Perfect form there in 1 and 2 as they hug that yellow line. Look, heads not bobbing. They are perfectly in sync. You know, the airflow. It just looks like one continuous motion right now as these three showing perfect form. Oh my gosh, the light speed of the pace car as it came flying by.
We'll get this figured out. Here.
So it looks like McAdory, Davies, Winook, Hasalakwa, and Mills. And we are going back green. So Here we go. Mills, McCrawley, Garrett Hutchings, Grills, Schwabauer. That's your top 10. We bring it to the green flag. It is a green-white checker. 2-lap shootout. McAdory brings him into 1 and 2. Davies right behind him. Then Winook. Oh, Davies spun. No.
Yellow. Was Winook? I thought.
Winook, yes. Yeah, Winook spun.
And that's a caution. That's the end of the race, guys.
That does it. What happened
Joe
to
McAdory is your winner. And Brandon Pasalacqua coming in third, I believe, with Max Davies second. So, wow.
Yeah, the 33. See what happened there. I'm just curious. So the 33 down on the apron and just couldn't hang. He was looking for which line to go to, but as soon as those tires went down, man, the back end came around, and that will do it for this evening as Joe McAdory comes away with a victory here at Phoenix. Max Davies will be in second. Brandon Pasalacqua will be in third position. Nope. Take that back. Yes, I'm correct for once.
Yep.
And there is the fireworks to announce it as official. McAdory, Davies, Pasalacqua. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have your top 3 drivers join us here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series in just a moment here. We'll be right back. And back here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series as we are about to bring some drivers down. Our third place finisher, Zach, we're going to hand it over to you. Mr. Brandon Pasalacqua will be joining us.
Hey, Brandon, Zach up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I got a copy. How you doing?
Doing great tonight, man. Well, you had a up and down night, but you came back from multiple laps down to finish on the podium here tonight after starting tonight. How'd your race go tonight, Brandon?
It was definitely up and down, just like you said. The biggest thing was just trying to stay out of trouble, and I got myself in a little bit of trouble coming out pit road, hitting into my teammate Charles, and It was an uphill battle from there, but kept it clean the rest of the way, and luckily it came to a P3 spot. So very excited about that.
Yeah, man, you did a great job. Like I said, keeping your nose clean all night. That was very smart. And also fighting back from, the pits. Just every time we'd have pits, it just seemed like the caution would come out. So that was tough. How was that coming back from laps down?
Yeah, it was tough. I had a little bit of damage about halfway through the race, and I had to still stay out and just to get my lap back. So that was tough. But luckily, we had enough caution so where I was able to get my lap back and to come back down pit road with about 20 to go and get everything fixed and get back out there to make a strong run at the end. So it was tough, but a lot of fun. A little less yellows would have been nice, but it actually worked out for me, so we'll take it.
Awesome, man. Well, I got another question for you because all night we were having fun pronouncing your last name.
All right.
Are we saying it right? How do you pronounce your last name, Brandon?
So it's funny, when Charles teed actually the race, he went out he listened to the broadcast and he said, "Oh, they're saying your name right. It's pronounced Pasalacqua." So
yes. All right.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Usually everybody calls me like Brandon P or something, so I appreciate it.
Well, we try our best to get names right. It's always a tough time sometimes, but I'm glad we were able to get tonight with the help of the internet. The internet helped us.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you guys do a heck of a job up there, and I appreciate it.
Awesome, man. Well, before we let you go, Brandon, for your third place finish tonight, man, anybody want to send a shout out to?
Yeah, just my teammates, Shake and Bake Racing, Charles, Nick, Josh, and Gary. They're great. I don't have a lot of experience in IndyCars, and they're able to help me out a lot, and it's made it a lot more fun for me, so I appreciate that. Just want to give a shout out to my team.
Awesome, Brandon. Well, you have a great night, man, and hopefully catch you next time, and congrats on your third place finish.
Appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
And that was Brandon Pasalacqua, your third place finisher. We're going to look real quick to see if we can grab anyone else at the moment.
Don't have second Max Davies, but we do have Joe. Oh.
What just happened?
Oops, I moved. he moved to race chat. Oh, nope, he moved back down to where I could grab him. Never mind. He was. Joe, we need you to get in a different Discord channel.
Yeah, so we're trying to get Joe McAdory.
Yeah, we don't have
in the booth.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, right now to.
So we're going to go ahead and bring up the final results of the evening here from Phoenix. Joe McAdory will be your winner. Max Davies in second. Brandon Pasalacqua in third. Cody McCauley in fourth. Lanty Mills will finish fifth. Sean Garrett will finish sixth. That will finish out your lead lap driver. Nicholas Winuk in seventh. Joe Hutchings in eighth. Simon Grills in ninth. Bill Schwabauer in 10th. Todd Schneider in 11th. Jeffrey Duncan in 12th. 13th will be Josh Gardner. 14th, Josh Apollos. 15th, Charles Teed. Gary Corley will be in 16th. Rafael Santiago in 17th. Cody Bullock in 18th. Francis Perino. I know. Why is I stuttering over that? In 19th, Simon Keene in 20th. That will finish up your finishing order, as we do have our race winner, Mr. Joe McAdory, set to join us here. Mr. Zach?
Hey, Joe, it's Zach with the booth, man. You got a copy?
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, man, well, you pulled off the masterclass strategy, as I like to say here tonight, by going long on your runs there and catching those cautions and trapping a lot of guys a lap down tonight. So was that kind of the plan, to take it long and try to, maybe get a timely caution, or just was that the plan overall, just to stretch the field?
Yeah, I like to start in the back and just to stay out of the mayhem, because it's going to happen. And then when the mayhem does happen, you catch a caution, I go on in and get gas. And I don't guess some people did early in the race, and I did. And that gave me about 10 extra laps. And during those 10 extra laps, people that had stayed out were going in, and I made up a lot of positions. And then I had about two laps remaining before I was going to have to go in for gas. And then caught a caution, so that triggered the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great job by you there, getting that extra fuel in to take it longer there and catch that caution. That put you in position really all night there after that first caution to keep yourself really in the top 3, top 4 all night. And then you end up coming home with the victory. So how does that feel to get your first win here this season?
It's really cool to get a first win on a race that's actually, broadcast. That's never done that. That's really neat. I do feel bad for Cody McCauley. I after looking at the replay, yeah, the front end of my car did tap him going into 4, and he was the leader at that time, and I was in second, and that turned him around. I had a 0x, so I didn't know that I hit him, so I wasn't sure, and I never want to take anyone out, particularly if it costs them the race.
Yeah, definitely. Looking back at it too, there, it looked just like your front end plate just caught his pod. I think there was a little bit of net curve there to send him spinning like that. There was very light contact, definitely there between you two. And unfortunate for Cody, but man, you did a great job all night putting yourself in position for this one. That was really good strategy call there from you, staying out multiple times there, keep a bunch of guys from getting the wave around. So congrats on your win here tonight, Joe. Anybody want to send a shout out to, man, before you let you go?
Send a shout out to my beautiful wife, who's a nurse.
Awesome, Joe. Well, thank her for doing amazing work around this country. Tough times right now, so thank her very much, and thank you too for putting on a heck of a show tonight, man. And hopefully we'll catch you next week.
All right, thank you. Bye.
And that was Joe McAdory, your race winner here this evening. And Zach, another interesting IndyCar on oval race here for the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series as we get set next week. I saw it earlier than I just saw schedule. Next week we are going to, actually we're skipping a week. For the 30th, we'll be in Kentucky. Yeah.
Yes, I believe. Yes, you're right, Lee.
Yeah, for the Bluegrass 150. So next Thursday, nobody knows what I'll be doing. But we'll be back on the 30th with Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. Me and Mr. Robert will be back Saturday night with the World Series of Sim Racing as we begin the playoffs. And really looking forward to that. Robert, good times here tonight, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, gentlemen, for a great commentating night here at Phoenix International Speedway, Raceway, ISM, whatever the crap they're going to be calling it here in the future. Zach knows that, We're not going to have Coley out on Facebook. You're not going to fact check you there, Zach. So he's going to take your word. But yes, so as Lee was saying, everybody that we'll be live on Saturday at 8:45. And then on Sunday, round number 2 will be with Sim Racing Unleashed. And then Monday, second race will be with the ARCA cars with how do we say that again, Lee? NASCAR Racing League. Outlaw League. Okay, that outlaw is going to mess me up every time. I know it is. But anyways, thank you, gentlemen, for everything you do. We like to say thank you to everybody out there on Facebook. Don't forget to hit that bell. If you like this video, hit the likes and share tab there, and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to follow us and like us on Facebook. If you're on the YouTube side, you can do the same thing, except a little bit a different platform there. You can hit the bell button, which will subscribe you to our channel. And you can also hit the share button, and you can share it to any social media platform that you prefer or whatever you use, and show off what these drivers do here. But all right, well, we'll be off tomorrow night and be back here Saturday night at 8:45, like I said. But until then, we like to say here at Freaky Fast, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.
Sorry.